Come on. There we go.
There you go. Nice.
This might be a crappie. Or not. He's way off to the side now. Now he's thumping like a bluegill.
Yeah, he's fighting like a bluegill.
What do we got?
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You thought yours was big.
I'm late. Sometimes you just gotta get up and take a shower. Because I took a shower, I'm a little bit later than I had planned. Oh, there's one of my partners in crime that just showed up. We are gonna chase some crappies today. I've been holding off on this spot till March for this reason right here. This is one of the more fun spots to hang out on and catch fish. And one spot that I really like to bring friends to, because on warm days like today, you can hang out on the ice, bask in the sunlight, and do a little hole hopping and catch a fair amount of fish. So we're out on Island Lake near Duluth, Minnesota. It's a sneaky good little crappie lake, although you kind of got to know the spots. This spot is known. This isn't a secret spot, and it's actually been hit really hard the past 2 seasons. So we'll see how much the pressure that we've got on the spot has taken its toll. I'm gonna start unloading here. Notice I'm in a different vehicle today. Dad, this is when you're gonna find out I borrowed your van. My vehicle's in the shop and I needed something to get ice fishing. So my parents are out of town. My dad said I could use his vehicle whenever. There's my help.
Has arrived.
One of the friends, Mr. Dwayne, who's gonna join us today. And he's just in time, actually. I'm glad, because I realized I'm packed heavier than I thought I was gonna. So you can pull a sled, I'll pull a sled.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's get going. I want to go fishing. Here's another little sneaky benefit of coming out on lakes like this in March, where they let the water down, is this is a stump that's under the water.
Oh, that's what that is.
And so, you know, it busts through the ice, so you could mark these spots. And so you have these underwater humps here that are now exposed. In the summer, you can mark them. Walk out here and put spots on the spot, right? Mark that stump. There's a couple other stumps over here that aren't exposed yet that I have marked. And yeah, then come back in the springtime and see if they're hanging out. We're gonna have some company today. Not just our buds, but our other fishing buds. So this is the first hole I drilled, and this is why the fish are consistently here. You see right there. There's a little bug. There's another one. And there's, like, the more you look, the more you see them. Yep. Dozens and dozens from this
over there,
first hole.
Here.
So this is why the fish are here. And every time I've drilled here, those bugs are here. We're a little late, but we'll get Dwayne's first one on. Oh, get it, get it.
Oh, that's a nice crappie.
That is a great crappie.
Saved it.
That is a great crappie. I got the dive. I got the dive. All right.
All right, that's a nice one.
10-4 on that. All right, stick a measure on it.
Yeah, let's take a measure on this guy. That's a
We'll
nice
get
mark.
just a rough. I'm guessing almost 12.
11 and a half.
We'll give him the 11.5 mark. Nicely done.
There he goes.
Woo!
Oh, that was fun.
It was, and we just started.
Yeah, first fish of the day for me. You gotta get Izzy on some of these.
Yeah, and he's coming. He's way down there. We got our resident Californian, who's now a resident Minnesotan, out
There's another mark.
ice fishing for the first time. Gonna join us. So I popped a bunch more holes where I caught those bluegills, or that bluegill. And Dwayne's only what, 50 yards away from that spot?
Yeah.
And we've been marking consistently in the holes I popped here, so we're probably on the spot. It's a good sign, it's a good sign.
Yep, very good. How will I know if he bit?
You want the line the same as yours. That's your anticipation of knowing he's looking. And then you'll feel like a little tick like that on the end of your line. So it's a little bit of, watching and feel at the same time. So we haven't formally introduced Israel. Did you agree to be on my video?
Sure.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
It's my friend Israel, and he's from California.
Originally,
Yes. Yeah,
Yep.
He's like, please be sure to say originally.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a fish. Set it. You got it.
What do I do?
Reel it in. Reel it in, dude.
The right way?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Look at that perch. This is what we like to call a jumbo perch.
Okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
I
That's
like
the first perch I've ever caught in this spot.
I love this.
So we've got a hodgepodge going already. Caught that bluegill, caught a couple crappies.
Nice.
Now this nice perch.
So how do I release it?
Kind of take it from underneath so you don't get poked.
Okay. Oh.
He won't hurt you. I mean, he might poke you, but he won't hurt you.
All right.
All right, first, what?
Okay. You can tell I'm a newbie, huh, fish?
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Like when I first came here, nobody really fished on this side. They fish over there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to bother him because I'm a hole driller and I like to I'm a bit contrarian. I just like to stay away from people. And do my own thing.
Yep.
So I was like, well, there's 30 foot over here. So I just drilled around and drilled until I started finding fish. And initially I was kind of over there, but over the next handful of outings that I was here, I migrated over here because of the bugs and stuff that I've been finding. And I think what's going on is, I call it a spot on the spot. There's the right kind of substrate or muck or mud or something that's in this area that just keeps bugs hatching and stuff here, which keeps the panfish here.
Sweet.
And so since I've narrowed this in and this has been the spot, so to speak, I've just been able to come like right here and not move far and find the fish again and catch them like this. And so the past 3 years now I've been sharing it with people like this.
Sweet.
And it's been days like this in March too, which makes it more fun.
Uh-huh.
Possibility for 15 inchers, and I'll drive the many hours to get there. Not paying attention. I can never tell if I got it on. What do we got here? No, I'm talking and wasn't paying any attention. Oh, here's my bluegill. Here's another bluegill.
Oh, wow, that's a monster. Look at that. You gotta measure that one.
Now we're averaging 9-inch bluegills.
That's crazy. That's a crazy average.
Let me get pictures. I got a cameraman going right now.
That's your own personal
I
cameraman.
know. They make me feel like a pro. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
9.5, definitely bigger than the last one I got. You could maybe argue a tick longer, but as I say, conservatively generous. Now this one's gonna get a picture taken because we need to put something on social media. Because we let the big guys, if you'll let me, let these big guys go back and spawn and let the little guys grow up big, because our growing time is so short for these bluegills. Woo, I didn't expect a big bluegill outing. This is a crappie spot. Yeah.
Decent crappies too. But
Yeah. Making these guys jealous.
no.
You
Not on purpose.
notice that they're slowly creeping around to the spot over here where I'm sure they fished before.
Helps to be first.
At some point they're gonna
Oh sure.
Yeah, they will. I'm listening.
I'm like, that's a good fish.
So nonchalant. Oh yeah, here's a fish by the way.
Oh yeah, look at you and your first crappie. Oh no, he's a 9-incher. Go ahead, this one you can put your finger in his mouth.
Okay, so what do I do?
Your thumb in on the bottom. Yeah, it'll be like tiny sandpaper and pinch hard. There you go. You got it.
Okay, sweet.
You gotta send your wife some of these pictures here.
No. God is so amazing.
Isn't he?
Yes, I mean, for him to create these creatures like this,
I know.
and for them to have the kind of membranes that they do to protect them, but then
Uh-huh.
also, I don't know, just give them the liberty to swim. That's so cool.
And to give us joy.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, man. This is God's gift to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, he said, go and take dominion.
Yeah,
And this is a form of us taking dominion.
That's right.
Over his creation. And then also,
we got to take care of them, though.
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
We're also taking care
That is our Christian argument to why we take care of what we have. Our resources is being good stewards of what He's given us. Beautiful. First crappie for the Californian, and a good release. Hey, buddy. Camera here for the close-up shot when I get it in. Money shot. What are we gonna be? Oh
Nice. Wow, there's some nice bluegills. A little smaller, but still nice. Nice.
You see that smile on my face? That's a bluegill smile. Oh man, I love bluegills. And this is turning into a wonderful average.
Got one too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll get out of the way. If you'd have told me we were coming out here to catch 9-inch bluegills, I wouldn't have believed you. This spot has been almost
This one's
always
smaller.
crappies.
Oh, it's a perch.
Oh yeah, another good perch.
Another pretty good sized perch.
Wow. Okay, so I said 9. He's 8.5, but still. Happy.
It barely is 6 string.
Nice. Oh my. Not complaining.
Oh.
We're gonna catch 9-inch bluegills the rest of the afternoon. We're gonna have a lot of good footage. I'm gonna have to figure out how to.
There's 9-inch bluegills here?
I'm gonna have to figure out how to get all this footage on.
I haven't seen any 9-inch bluegills.
Oh, well, where are you at? I'm at the spot. Got a crew of folks behind us here, and they keep getting closer and closer to us. No, I know. What can you do? We're having fun though. We're catching more bluegills than anything else. I'm super surprised. I mean, they're not small. We're catching 8.5 to 9.5 inch gills. It's been pretty fun. Not yet, but one of them was 9.5, so they're close. But I know I caught a 10-incher here last year, so I know they're here. All right, see you in a few. We'll save some for you. Okay, all right. All right, bye. So I like the assumption of just using my stuff.
What kind of a guide service would this be otherwise?
Shows up with nothing Nothing but his bottle of pop.
I'm taking $10 off the bill for not having a ride out here.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, there's your spot. There's your chair, and your pole's right here, and here's your other pole over here, and even your flasher. Look, I even got a flasher for you. Like, here you go.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I even got spikes for you too.
Right.
Jeez.
Well, as history serves, unfortunately, copies about
Yeah, right. And your minnows. And here's your minnows.
Everything's been able to break 12 yet.
How's that for guide service?
You're learning.
I'm learning. We got our completed party. Israel left, and
Caught his 5 or whatever.
Yep.
Left.
And now Jeremy's here to fill his gap. And we'll spend the rest of the day like that, I suppose, as long as he can stick around anyway. Buckaroo.
Yeah, there you are.
You got a mark?
2 or 3.
That's probably the bluegills. There you go.
One. Sweet.
Yeah.
There's a bluegill that came in.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
Came in hot and heavy.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, Jeremy's finally on the board. What do we got? Oh, that's the 10-incher. That's the 10-incher. Jeremy. Yes.
It is easily the biggest.
Holy, that's a holy crapper. Show that thing off. So badly want to give you 10 inches, but
Then do it.
are you? I think technically.
Thou
he's a
shalt not
9
lie.
9 and 7/8.
9 and 7/8.
I can squeeze the tail in 8
That is still impressive.
That's all right. This thing's huge.
That is still impressive.
Very
Oh
impressive.
my goodness. There's another 10-inch. Good job, man. Good job. Blue Gills.
Worth coming
Let's do a better high five. Yeah. Awesome sauce. Well done.
Yeah, I'm not used to a bend like that for a bluegill.
I thought for sure you had a crappie for how much it was bending. I'm like, that can't be a bluegill.
Well, you guys said that they were coming in aggressive, so I figured it was a bluegill. Because, I mean, he showed up and it was just right up the line. He came in and bang.
Oh, you wanted it. And that was the red one, right?
Yeah, that's the
You got
red
the
one
red
that I caught the
VMC
11.5 crappie on.
Beautimus. I haven't talked about it on camera yet. We're using these VMC fly jigs, which I will swear by for panfish. Here, I'll open up my tackle box here. Pardon my camera work. So right now I've got the pink one on, and Dwayne just caught one on the red one, so it's similar to that. But
I'm using Izzy's.
oh, you're using Izzy's.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's got one of these type of tungsten jigs, tipped with spikes, which bluegills also tend to love. Seems like the more you pack them on, the more the bluegills like them for whatever reason. That's the one I call my Dave Ginn special. That's what Dwayne's using. Yep. So, and we're kind of sticking to reddish colors, so red spikes or, you know, like I've got the pink fly and I've got a red VMC fly too. Obviously, they come in different colors and sizes. Tungsten heads, so they do drop. Tip those with spikes. Anywhere I've had panfish, I've caught panfish with those things. Let's get some moa.
Hopefully it'll be done today, and I'll let you know what it is.
Oh,
They are finicky right
this might be a bluegill the way he bit, but it's a good mark, so it could be a crappie too. You know? Come on, come back up. Come back up. Or not. It's way off to the side now. Now he's thumping like a bluegill.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You thought yours was big.
Where's my tape measure?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, if you'd have told me we would have caught this many bluegills and the average being 9-ish inches and the potential for a 10-incher, I would have been out here at 4 in the morning.
9-inch average.
Oh my gosh. When you have a hard time putting your hand around it like this, like I'm trying to do, that is a big bluegill.
That is
Oh my heavens.
monster.
We need to get a measurement quick. What do we got?
Oh, that's 10.
Oh,
that's more than 10.
That's a 10 and a quarter
That's
all
a
day
10
long.
And a quarter.
10 and a quarter all day long, baby. Because we got, because we're keeping track, right? Remember, we're keeping track.
Big, and I'm like,
this
that's
is
bigger.
Quit talking. This is now number 7 for me on Minnesota bluegills over 10 inches and ties my biggest 10 and a quarter.
Yes.
Okay. Kiss. Mwah. Thank you. Love you. Go back in the water. Let's do a nice release here. Yeah. So bluegills like that get to 10 and a quarter, that's more than likely a 13 to 15-year-old fish for our climate. Panfish, bluegills in particular, have a very short growing season here in our northern climate. And those big ones go on the beds for many weeks, almost a month, and they're not eating when they're on the beds either. So you have a month-ish or so in the summer they're not eating, and then you have many, many months during the winter when they're not growing really because this cold water isn't really conducive to growing, they just maintain. And so it takes them a long time to get that big. So here in Minnesota, there's a little bit of a movement. I'd like to say I'm on the forefront of this. For 10 plus years, I've been preaching from the rooftops about letting these big ones go back so that they can stay on the nests and keep the smaller bluegills off the nest so they can keep feeding and growing. The biggest bluegills in that particular ecosystem are going to take the best spawning areas and keep the smaller bluegills off those beds. So as a byproduct, you'll have a better class size average, which is what's going on here. So there's no question to me, no matter what lake I'm on, anything over 9 inches is going back in the water because I'm just know how long it takes to grow a 9-incher, and they should go back and protect the beds and keep the smaller ones off the bed so they grow up. So that's my little 2 pence of advocation for throwing the big ones back.
Gentlemen, it was fun.
It was.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for supplying everything.
You only ended up with 2, didn't you?
1.
Just 1? Oh.
I made it count though.
You did make it count. It was a beaut.
Yeah.
It's gonna make the episode.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I can't not put a almost 10-incher in the episode. That would be sacrilegious.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially for you.
For me, yeah, for the bluegill lover like myself.
Guy who strives for the 10.
Always striving for the 10-pluser. Always. I feel like the fish are more seasoned here than in the past. They definitely got hit hard last year. And I feel like this pod of crappies have been thinned out quite a bit. We only caught a handful of crappies today, and the party next to us only caught a handful as well. And I fished here long enough and enough to know that there has been in the past way more crappies in here than that.
So we could have done way better had it not been fished up.
So I also feel like that might be why we saw the perch and bluegills in here. They're probably
Taking the place.
Yep, moving in because there's plenty of forage and food in here and not as much competition. Come on. Four distinct marks. you go.
There you go. Good job. I couldn't get mine to bite.
That's a bluegill. I'm sure it's fighting.
They're still there though.
Oh no, it's not a bluegill.
What you got? Crappie? There you go.
I'll get back down there. We can't end on that small guy.
No.
Can't end
We
on
can
that
do
little
better
guy,
than
although that's
that.
what we've got down here, I think, is this little school of fish here.
Yeah.
Off you go, bud. Off you go.
Yeah, at times it looks like a big mark, but it's just a bunch of little ones.
You get marks too? Oh yeah,
I've got good marks.
you've got them there too.
Yep, they're here. They're just not.
Oh, let's make this our little end flurry.
Well, let's hope so.
We'll end the video with these guys. We gotta end the video on something. On something good. I think their feeding habits for the last couple hours changed on us. And it's starting to come back. Oh, this guy's flying up. Like, how does he not? Oh, I think it was in his mouth and I missed him. I think it's coming back up to it. I mean, that guy flew up. Come on. Come back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go. Oh, that's a nice. I think they don't like my.
Gotta take my transducer out for that one.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Oh yeah.
What do we got?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, another nice bluegill. Oh, this has been our
Man.
bluegills all day. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a sweet one.
Oh man, I won't measure him because there's more down there, but just my quick hand measurement, he's almost 9.
Yeah.
Because he's well past my 8.5 inch span. Mwah. Oh yeah, quick release. Ooh, I liked that one.
That was a fun fight.
That was good. You know, when there's a spot that there's food in, they just make their way back to where the food is.
Right.
And we found that spot where there's
They just keep
food,
coming back to it.
and they're just coming back. I suppose we could have hole hopped more today or even moved spots during the middle of the day, maybe found some active fish, but we were too lazy today. We're just out for fun. It was nice just sitting in the warm sun. Let's get the sunset here. There we go. It's behind clouds, but it is setting. We stayed here from sunrise to sunset and had an awesome day. I just wanted to get that sunset before we called it quits. This was a therapy session day for me, not because I got to hang out with Dwayne. That could actually go against therapy, but it just was a tough ice fishing year. The season was funky with crazy weather, crazy cold weather. Not that we don't have that in the past, but just the timing of it all. And slush, bad timing with the slush. And a couple of really rough outings where I didn't catch fish. Trying to catch walleyes and stuff and make a walleye episode. And so this outing today, the therapy being awesome bluegills. Almost a 9-inch average. And just hanging out with friends. You know, Israel made Izzy for short, made a cameo today, his first time ice fishing ever. He actually schooled us. He was catching more fish than us at the time. It was fun to have him out and enjoy a first time experience. And then Jeremy is someone that you've seen in a past video if you watch my videos, and he loves to ice fish, so he'll always sneak out whenever he can. And we won't say that he snuck out today, but my hope ultimately when you folks watch these episodes is that you enjoy the story, that's entertaining enough, that you might learn something, and that it encourages you to go out and fish yourself. We're just ordinary fishermen. We're just enjoying the blessings of God's creation and basking in it today with the sunlight. It was so nice. So today's the epitome of that. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember to take a kid out with you the next time you're fishing, or a friend.
Or an old man.
Or an old man who won't be quiet. We had a lot of fun talking some theology, some politics, all the stuff that actually make friends. We enjoy our time together. So get out and do that when you have a chance. And remember, there's always a fish biting somewhere. All you got to do is go out and find them. I'm Nathaniel, just your ordinary fisherman. And on behalf of Dwayne and Israel and Jeremy, Thanks again for joining us. God bless everybody, and tight lines. Not really convincing this guy to come and hit me. I've got his attention though.
I'll come and hit you.
I might deserve it too. Jeremy.
Talking about all his marks. Bragging.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got another mark. Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Mark. And
if I had that reel,
if I was fishing your mark, that's right.
nothing,
Catching your fish.
nothing offensive about that statement.
It's not my fault. You're all terrible fishermen.
It's not my fault you're always fishing in the wrong hole and using the wrong lure.